It's common to see a site plan developed as a pre-construction information document. I've got a drawing here that might be useful. The plant project manager has marked up a plan to show what areas are available for the contractors, the compound and storage, permitted access routes, the welfare facilities being handed over to the contractor, and where power and water can be taken. A picture tells 1,000 words, eh? In this example, a heavy mechanical plant is being located on top of a new building. Now, if this were designed today, a principal designer would be keen to check for good coordination between the mechanical and structural designers and ensure careful thought is given to where cranes could be positioned to install or replace this part. Once a structure has been constructed, clients usually need to maintain or adapt it. At the end of the project, the client needs to help with the safety file, which contains critical information. Now in this example, we're talking about this building's operator's health and safety file and the strategy for cleaning and replacing the glazing. As it happens, when this window was smashed shortly after the handover, the client already knew what sort of equipment was needed and had information in the file about the window's weight and the pavement's load-bearing capacity. This information was provided to the contractor, so this document became a pre-construction information document, enabling the contractor to plan their work.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Well, there are a lot of moving parts on construction sites, in more ways than one. Someone has to be responsible for overseeing it all, and that's the role of the PC. But they're also responsible for quite a bit of the documentation. The PC information and construction plans need to be proportionate. The plans will be much simpler for small jobs, as the overall tasks are reduced compared to a large construction project. The construction phase planning needs to respond to any significant risks the construction information designers raise. This CPP must also consider the tasks listed in Schedule 3 of the CDM, such as the risk of contact with high voltage cables or drowning.
There's a lot to consider, isn't there?
There certainly is. Take a look at this. A principal contractor developed this plan. It shows the compound location, the position of the hoarding, and some notes on traffic management. It also indicates risks to staff and students at this university site. It was clear to the client that this principal contractor was responding appropriately to the risks and constraints of the site. This plan eventually became the foundation of the CPP we discussed earlier. I'm pleased to say that, at Amy, we believe that applying the principles of CDM will help deliver safe and successful projects.
Yes, I can see that. So what I'm taking away from all of this is that we should use the CDM documents and processes issued by the business unit. And if we aren't ever sure about any of the information, then we should follow the zero code. Stop, shout out, and get help.
Exactly. That's exactly what you should do. Another aspect to remember is that while CDM applies to all construction work, the Health and Safety Executive, or HSE, must be informed about larger construction projects. These are what is referred to as notifiable projects. CDM requires clients to notify the HSE of these projects using the F10 form.
The F10 form?
Yes, you can get this form from the Health and Safety website at hse.gov.uk. To be a notifiable project, a project would be expected to last longer than 30 days and have more than 20 workers on site at any point, or over 500 worker days. Amy will sometimes act as the principal contractor, as I said before.